Hello everyone, welcome back to Crochet Alez, or should I say Knitting Alez, because we're knitting today. Today I'm going to show you how to make the moss stitch. One of my favorite stitches, really simple to make if you just know your knits and your purls, and it's got a beautiful texture. Today I am using size 10.5 needles and 4-weight worsted yarn in this beautiful pumpkin color. Falls on the mind. Okay. So we're just going to dig into the cake, get an end. So what I'm going to do, this is a 4-row repeat. So we're going to do an even number of stitches. How about 10? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what? That won't really give you much of a sense of the pattern, so let's go to 16. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we are going to start off like we're with knit 1, and then we're going to purl 1, and we are going to continue this process over the course of our first row here. So it's called the moss stitch because it's supposed to look like bumps of moss you would see growing on a rock or on a tree. So this is perfect for beginning knitters who want to do more than just stockinette or garter stitch. Really takes whatever you're making to the next level. You can use this really anywhere you want to. And then we're going to do another knit and purl row. Yeah, pumpkin's really been on my mind lately. Had a pumpkin spice latte and pumpkin spice yogurt for breakfast. I guess I'm continuing that trend with the color of my yarn. Okay, we have our first 2 rows, and right now it looks like we're doing a knit 1 purl 1 rib, and yes, that is what, if we continued in this pattern as is, that's what you would get. But the thing about moss stitch is now we do our next 2 rows flipping it to where we start off with a purl, then we knit, purl, knit, purl, knit. So we're going to continue that across. So, yeah, let's do 8 rows today. That way you can really see what it looks like. Okay, and we're going to again start our row off with a purl, then knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and there we go, our first 4 rows. That's 1 repeat of the pattern. We're going to do 1 more repeat, that way you can see how it builds on itself. So we're going to start off our next row with a knit, and then purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, and when we're done with this, I'm actually making myself a new hat with the moss stitch, so I'll give you a quick look at that. Oh, okay, lost my needle. Okay, which all I have to do is slip it back into my stitches here. Looks like I didn't drop any stitches. That's good. Again, we're going to repeat with a knit 1, purl 1 across. And as the more advanced knitters among you might be realizing, I use continental knitting much faster. All right. Okay. So now we're changing it up again. We're going to start off with the purl, and then knit, purl, knit, and we're going to continue this all the way to the end of the row. I'm just dropping needles tonight. I'm sorry. Okay. Finally, this is going to be our last row. We're going to do that same thing. Start off with the purl, then knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, and then this is what you get. See those little bumps you end up with? Definitely adds a nice bit of texture. It's a little more interesting than the garter ridge or the flat stockinette. And as promised, I'm working the hat flat, as you can see, but with circular needles. That's probably why I was dropping these so much. So, because these really nice wooden ones I was given for Christmas really knit differently. They're so amazing. And no. So I highly recommend any sort of wooden needles. I'm not going to name any particular brands. Okay, well, that's enough of me knitting. I hope you enjoyed it, because this is what this channel is all about, knitting and crochet. Well, until next time, all on knit.